Righty, mate. I don't know about you, but one thing I really love that businesses do is give a little bonus.
As in like bonus bets?
Bookies, companies. It's like when you get a pie from a bakery and they just throw in the sauce for free.
Yeah, that's a rarity nowadays as well, isn't it?
It is, but that's exactly what we're doing tonight. We're doing a bonus episode on the Moir Stakes. We're going to the Valley of Death for this Friday. We're going to cover the Quaddie legs and the Group 1. Why not, mate?
Mate, why not? You know, Friday night racing, especially of this quality, should be celebrated.
Absolutely. Absolutely. So, punters, what we're going to do, we're just going to do a preview of the Quaddie legs, and we're also going to do a deep dive of the Group 1 feature at Moonee Valley. So, without further ado, we'll get stuck in. So, mate, the first leg of the Quaddie, what are your thoughts?
Well, we're expecting a little bit of rain in Melbourne, aren't we?
Yes, we are.
So I like the number 2 September run. Ran really well last start. If there's a bit of wetness around, it'll be really suitable. There's a few other chances in the race, but based on this last race, I'm happy to back it. Time before that, I backed it and did nothing. So hopefully I catch it this time. And Craig Williams is in cracking form as well, isn't he?
Yeah, mate, he is. You can basically just back him the way he's going. Forget the horse, but yeah, one thing I've actually come to understand is just don't back while the horse is first up. Just don't do it. Like,
for the most part, yeah.
Just like, obviously exceptions to every rule, but I think on the whole that's a pretty good concept.
Yeah.
Anyway, but I'm on September run as well. I think the danger is Spots That, but they're the only two that I really want to be on. So, yeah, I think Spots That will take a lot of benefit out of that first up run.
Keen to watch Dirty Thoughts as well, the number 3, to be honest. But yeah, I think you're right. I think Spots That and September run are probably the two on top for me.
Yes, cool. Alrighty. Second leg, mates. What are your thoughts?
Look, I found this pretty tough to find something. There's a lot of horses that have decent form around that distance, and a couple of horses that I'm hesitant to back because they've been really inconsistent in their prep. Number 7, Plain CL, for example, who did me dirty the other week. Number 6, Miami Bounds, another. But I'm going to go with a Group 1 winner. Number 2, Quick Thinker. I think first up is never his go, and also first up was in Mackay's Diva Stakes, and the distance of that as well just wasn't suitable. I think out to 2,000 metres is more suitable. Second up, he has pretty decent form, and I think from that barrier he should get an okay run. So, look, I'm not super keen, but I'll chuck Quick Thinker in the Quaddie.
Yeah. No, I can't disagree with that, mate. He was one of the ones that I was contemplating, but I didn't go his way. I went with this horse that I think I've underestimated and never tipped him, ever.
Okay.
In his whole career, and is a 7-year-old gelding, number 5, Al Galale.
Yeah, fair.
I think he's just a very underrated horse. I think it's pretty honest, rock hard fit, drawn pretty well. Should land pretty much on speed, gets around the valley quite well. I think, yeah, especially if it's wet. We saw about a month ago, if it is really wet, it's really beneficial to stay on speed.
Yeah.
Which, yeah, I think that's just another tick. So I think he can get the chockies for us. Also going to make sure that Miami Bound is chucked into the Quaddie.
Yeah, I liked it. I liked Al Galale as well, so I'm with you, mate.
Cool.
Singing from the same hymn sheet.
Love it. Alrighty, obviously skip the feature.
Yeah,
but the last, geez.
Mate.
This is a toughie.
It really is. And reading the form and looking at Mystic's form and her, I guess her profile over the long term, it just reads a really good race for her. But I can't back her.
Yeah.
What are your thoughts?
Look, her form at Moonee Valley reads much better than 1 win out of 4 starts.
It does.
She screams home at the Valley. It's her favourite track. She absolutely zooms there. I just don't know if she's the same horse.
Sometimes with mares or fillies mares, as they get a bit older, they can go one or two ways. And look, for all the punters out there, I'm sure they want to see her go well, but it could be mum time soon.
It could be. I should have looked at this before the race, but just thinking back when the last time she would have been in mare's company would have been a bloody long time ago.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm not sure.
Just having a look through now. There we go. Launceston, beginning of last year. So
it's a while back.
It is a while back.
When she was still racing in Tassie.
Yeah, and that was when she put, 5 or 6 in a row.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I think she's in... if I was having a trifecta in this race, she'd have to go in.
Agreed.
But I think Perfect Jewel is the up-and-coming mare, even though she's 6 years old. Didn't know that. But yeah, she's the up-and-comer for mine, and I'm happy to have her on top.
Yeah, I can't argue with that. But I'm going to go a roughie in this. The number 11, Realm of Flowers. Look, this is a big step up in terms of quality. And, it's a horse that hasn't raced at the track before. But I was just looking through this race and was really struggling to find something that really stood out, apart from Perfect Jewel. And watched some of its replays in Morfettville, and this thing is a decent horse.
Okay.
And I figured, at the price, happy to chuck it in the Quaddie. Should sit quite nicely in Barry 7 at the back. Has a really nice turn of foot, this mare. So keen to see her go round. If she has a good race, she finishes top 3 at that price, I'll be laughing.
Yeah.
Or if she wins at last and we're still in love with the Quaddie, we'll be cheering.
I think we'll need it with the numbers I've seen to date. So, yeah. Yeah, mate, can't talk you out of that. You made a bloody good case. So, let's be honest, I'm not betting in this race, so I hope it wins.
Too easy.
Alrighty. Let's get straight into the feature, mate. Let's not muck around here. The Moir Stakes. It's a weight for age over 1,000 metres. Previous winners, Black Caviar, the GOAT. Buffering.
Oh.
Yeah, he won it 3 times.
No way, really?
3 times in 4 years.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah.
What a great horse.
Won it as an 8-year-old, I think. So, yeah.
Any 8-year-olds in this edition?
Yeah. Question without notice.
Well, Jungle Edge is 10.
Yeah, but surely not. Surely not. Surely. Yeah, so it's been around since 1976, Group 2 until 2013, so it's only a recent Group 1.
Okay.
$1 million purse, which is pretty hectic. The past 9 winners have been previous Group 1 winners, which, if you take that stat in, there's only 4 horses that can win the race. They're Trekking, Haydock, Bella Vella, and Pippi.
Okay.
Fillies and Mares have won 10 of the last 20, and that's the best form or best record of any event in the Group 1 calendar for mares and fillies.
Really? Okay.
So
these are great stats.
Thanks, mate. Yeah, I do my best. So, all that considered, Bella Vella or Pippi have to be the ones, but I've gone outside of them.
As have I.
Yeah. So who have you gone, mate?
Mate, I like Hanseatic in this, number 11. Blue Diamond winner earlier in the year. When resuming, ran 4th in a strong race that featured Bella Vella and another horse in this race, Brooklyn Hustle. I think he'll come home really strong, riding very light, only 52 kegs on the back. Hopefully he doesn't find too much trouble. I think the 1,000 metres is his deal. And I think if it's a little bit wet, that will be a concern. But I don't think the track will get too choppy?
Yeah, it's a bit of an unknown, really. They say 5 to 20 mils, but I think the danger is if the rain falls when they're racing, that could be an absolute disaster, as we saw about a month ago. But that was pretty torrential.
Yeah.
But yeah, the one run he did have on rain affected, or kind of rain affected, was in the slipper, but
He didn't like that.
He didn't, and it was only a soft 5, but I think that was more of a throw at the stumps, and the connections pretty much said that. So
yeah,
I would pretty much put a line through that. But yeah, he can't talk you out of that, mate. He's definitely one of the leading chances.
Yeah, and I think with so much early speed in the race, think Pippi, Fabrigino, even Jungle Edge will get out in front. That will suit his tempo. And hopefully he can get through his gears pretty quickly and run over the top of them. Other horse for me that I really like in this is Pippi. So, she's the second for me.
Yep, both leading chances for one, mate. Looking through this list, Trekking. Obviously the classiest horse in the race, but too short for him. And to be honest, I think he takes a run now. Haydock, too short for him. 3-time Group 1 winner. His big target is the Manikato at Moonee Valley in about a month, so happy for him to go around without me. Jungle Edge, he needs it really wet, and to be honest, he shouldn't be $12. Like, if this was dry, he'd be 50 to 1. If it's dry, he's not running.
No, he's a non-event.
Ashlaw, no thanks. Bold Star can run a race here. Bella Vella, don't like the barrier. Pippi can run a race. I reckon she'll get the lead on the fence. But the one for me that I'm keen on is number 8, Diamond Effort. Her form out of that first up run has already stood up with one subsequent winner, but a lot of other horses in that race have come out and run a nice race. The query for me is the drop back in distance. So she's gone from 1,100 to 1,000 here. But I went through her form. She did it from 1,200 back to 1,000 and she still won by over a length. So she's proven at it. If the rain comes, she improves a few lengths. And I think she's drawn perfectly to sit just behind the speed. I think she's a cracking bet at the $10 on offer. I think she'll give you a great side.
Mate, I cannot argue with that. Like I said, Hanseatic on top, Pippi second, and then I'd have Diamond Effort in third.
Nice. I would have, Diamond Effort on top. Pippi running second. I reckon, she absolutely flies first up. And I struggled because I just think if it is wet, the connections of Fabrigino today just said they have no idea how she goes. Based on that, I can't have her, but if it's dry, she'll be awfully hard to beat as well. But I'm chucking in Bold Star for third.
Okay.
Because in the that race down the straight, it was a sit and sprint. He needs a stack of speed on. He'll get that here, and he can handle the valley. So I reckon he'll be screaming home late.
Yeah, mate, great shout.
Cool. Well, mate, that's it. Oh, please. Let's give the punters a value bet and a best bet. All right?
Yep.
So, do you have a value bet ready to go?
In Moonee Valley?
Yes.
Yeah, I certainly do.
I'll go first, mate. Mine's Diamond Effort in the feature.
Yeah. For mine, Hanseatic in the feature. And I think Quick Thinker as well in race 6 at $8. I think that's a great price.
Yeah. No, and mate, your thing in the last, that's a great value bet.
Mate, it is. So if all my things get up in the Quaddie legs, we're laughing.
Yeah.
I think it's $3 into $8 into $15 into $18.
Jeez. Rubik's Cube that.
It is Death Valley, mate.
Look,
I'm going to be honest. It's been the death of us a few times. So if we get a Quaddie here, I'll be cheering.
To be honest, Quaddies in general have been the death of us. So
racing in general for me has been the death of me. I've been shocking recently.
Oh, mate.
Apologise in advance, punters.
Please. Alrighty. Best bet for me, September run.
Agreed.
Yeah, I think she'll be awfully hard to beat. That Sydney filly form is Proven time and time again.
I love Sydney Phillies. I really do.
Mate, they're just better. Yeah, Spot's that the danger, but she should be winning. Cool. Alrighty, punters. Well, that's this bonus episode, but all the best at Death Valley. Hopefully you get a couple of winners.
Good luck, guys.